Don't pitch Sundance when you're casting.
Yeah, who would do that?
I did.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I'll tell you all about it.
So I think before talking about casting our first feature film, I think we should really begin about how we even started our filmmaking journey.
Yeah. It was winter break, freshman year of college, and we were in your basement playing PS2, PS3.
It was definitely, it's way before PS3.
Man, we're old.
Yeah.
That sucks. But yeah, so we're playing video games, and I was like, oh, hey, we should write a movie.
Wait, hold on. I clearly remember saying that, hey, I think we should write a movie.
I think I said it. I think I said, hey, you want to write a movie?
No, no, it doesn't even matter.
Fine,
Whatever
whatever.
I remember from that night was that's what started our filmmaking journey. And so for the next 4 years in college, we were like, hey, we should put all of our focus into learning how to write, how to direct, how to edit, how to...
Party?
I was talking about the P words, producing.
Oh.
Yes, producing. So
Right.
upon graduation, we were like, of course, we're ready to make our first feature film. We were really wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So where do we even begin with just the mistakes that we made?
It hurts to actually reminisce.
I mean, I
on
can
those.
start with one big one. It was having a cast of like 15 or 20, if I can remember correctly, and having a crew of 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I was writer-director. We were both writers, but writer-director. And then we had an assistant director. God bless her for what she had to go through. And then a DP with no grips or crew. So, and we did have a little bit of lighting.
Yeah.
And
we had the sun. We
yeah,
had some practicals.
Yeah, a lot of practicals. We did have a good camera at the time. It was the JVC GY 110U. It was 720p.
Why do you know the name of the camera?
I just remember the technical. It's a nice paperweight now.
So
but it
weird.
recorded to the mini DV tapes. So the funny thing is, I have those in storage. So we filmed for like 2 weeks. So I've got quite a few of those mini DV tapes still.
It says a lot, though, that they're in storage. Like, they're not in your house at all. You keep those tapes off-site.
No. They're in the house. They're in storage. They're just in the...
Oh, I thought you meant
They're like probably behind the Christmas stuff, you know?
I thought you meant like a storage unit, like down the road.
That's like the Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know, wheeling it back, and you got the, you know, that's kind of how they feel in a way. Whoever finds them, I don't know, but anyway, so that's probably like the thing that I remember of being a big mistake is that.
Yeah, and you know, as I opened this whole thing, I talked about don't put Sundance in your casting call, and you know, so we attracted a lot of actors because we said we want to go to Sundance, and I remember there was a woman who responded. She was like, that would be awesome. It would be great to go to Sundance. I'm like, oh, well, of course it'd be great to go to Sundance. So we cast all these people, but how do you say you're going to go to Sundance if you haven't made the film yet? So, again, like I said, you can't promise things to an actor like that. You know, especially you bring them on set when we have a crew of 3.
I mean, and we didn't really have any financing. So it's like, how do we...
Yeah.
Very ambitious young filmmakers.
We didn't have any financing. We borrowed some money here, there, had some of our own money. We didn't handle that money properly, and a lot of that comes down to your...
too.
Yeah, but it comes down to...
Remember, I purchased that tiki bar that was for that one set.
Yeah.
It was like $125, and I think we maybe like saw it in the background. I mean, I guess for production value, it helped a little bit.
Yeah. Where is it now?
But I think the biggest part of
where's
this...
the tiki bar?
Oh, I threw that out. I think we put it on the fire a long time ago from the weather and
just burned the money.
It was bad, but it lasted for maybe 10 years. Yeah. No, 5.
But I think all this comes back to like the way you are now, where it's like you're a hawk with pre-production. So I would say...
But I think for understanding of what we learned at that point was that we were nowhere near ready or understood what went into producing a film. So what did we learn?
Well, like I said, don't pitch Sundance during your casting calls. And so while we did meet a lot of great actors that we still work with now, you can't promise things to people, especially before you've actually filmed your movie.
True. I think we also learned the importance of crew, collaboration. which again, through that time, being our first feature film, we learned that we're not ready for a feature film. We then took a step back, and I think like 6 months later, we had written a short film and then started producing it. And again, not many people have seen that one, but we learned a lot. We actually found like one DP who was, I think, a sophomore in college at the time that now is out in LA, like doing awesome, producing great work. And so, again, we started looking, and it made us really think about who we can pick up to help us tell our stories. We did learn the importance of story, and I think this was something we talked about, all the mini DV tapes. I also have, this is only just some of our early, like, I guess it was a little prepared. We did have like a binder that had our script and some of the shot list. Like, I have this book of me trying to storyboard. You don't want to see it, it's bad. Storyboard work, And this is the coolest part. I think I still have our original paper that we wrote our treatment on, and it was blocked out by days. Sunday, Monday, like for the story. Here's one that Anthony would like, is our audition sheet.
In bright yellow papers to make sure that all the people saw it.
Yeah, marketing's not bad, whatever. So, but I mean, overall, I think
also had like this 1920s font on it for some reason.
Yeah, we just learned a whole lot. But I think that's the thing, is we learned and grew from not really understanding at the time what it takes to produce a feature film.
Yeah, I think more importantly, we learned that you have to take your time. You have to learn. You have to prepare. Especially when we were in our 20s, the goal was like to just be as successful as you can, as quickly as you can. And now we are in our 30s, quickly approaching our 40s. And at this point, we would much rather now find some success later on that can be sustainable versus hitting it lucky early on and then fizzling out because we didn't know enough.
So overall, we did not let these failures break us.
Now, there's a quote that I just love when it comes to filmmaking, and it says that failure is success in progress. And I feel like that is such a quintessential filmmaking quote.
Yeah. I mean, because it's crazy to think 17 years later, here we are, just produced our first feature film.
Yeah, in post. Now.
In post-production. And I think we've got to remember that, filmmaking is a journey, and it's very easy to give up. And actually, we have a good friend that one night after a few drinks did kind of, I don't want to say got emotional, but it was like, I'm proud of you, man. He's like, when most people grow up and choose the safe route, here you are still following your dreams. And so that's kind of what we're here to say to you, is that it's going to be tough at times. You're going to struggle. You may have your ups and downs. But if you want to be a filmmaker and truly go through with that journey, then be patient, but follow your dreams.